EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Just like that. Just like that.
On second and very short, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on third and inches. Here's Pirine. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Mariota. But a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Carolina! Alshon Jeffrey, his first touchdown of the new season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it. And the best part, it made it pay off.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, here we go, here we go. 180! Go, fellas, here we go. Go!
A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. There's Garoppolo to throw. Got a man. It's the rookie, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 11 yards there, 1st down.
It's a gain of 11.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here we go. 180! 21.
Let's go. Check 4. Check.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7,
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Mariota, and he's going to go down again. Anthony Barr in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mariota to throw it. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the 1st.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really be demoralizing.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
21.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mariota. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll toss it to Fournette. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Jeffrey's got it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. And
they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Deshaun Hand, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long here for Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
That's good for a Cardinals first down.
Here we go. 180! 21. Here we go.
Boxes. Let's put that team on the box. Check nickel. Watch twitch. Watch it.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Lock!
It's going to be a long day.
65.
Lucky. Switch it.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Lock!
Garoppolo again. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Fournette on the toss to the right. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. 1. Slant. Echo. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm here all day.
Kill.
Switch.
He's coming. We got time.
1.
Here's Mariota. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points.
Right here.
Sponge. No.
2.
You got tight right there.
On the carry, it's Love. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I got you.
On 2nd down, Love. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. 180!
Check. 59. Here we go.
21. Here we go.
Mike's 59.
Hey, come on, now.
Mike's about 9.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, here we go.
1, Omaha.
Check. 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Switch. Check 26.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And he finds McLaurin. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 20!
Like the 59. Target, 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 target.
Garoppolo now, first down throw, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think you got caught in between.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. Past the 20. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 38, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's second down.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A toss running left, Fournette. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Man, I got you. Slam, slam, slam. Three. Check 3. Check 31, check 31. Alert flare, flare.
One.
Hey, march in. Shoot.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And got his man complete. The 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. right after a turnover. You count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
65.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the car.
From the 25 on second down, Garoppolo. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Mariota. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Tight dog. Hatch it. One.
Now to Galladay on the jet sweep. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
56. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
They'll run with Fournette. And this play a lot like the previous one. Thanks to that stout Cardinal defense, back-to-back they've been tackled behind the line.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Mike 56, by 7, let's go. 56 to Mike, boys, 56.
Now Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Garoppolo. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for the Cardinals. First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Well, fellas, here we go.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Hey, man. Walk
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
11,
But
11,
correct.
11,
No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3.
There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Rosas to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Here's Love again. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Mike's 59. Mike.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Hey, tighten down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. Garoppolo, 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Clay Matthews adding another sack to his impressive NFL resume.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
21, 21. Hey, high 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Open man is Uzama. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
21.
Tighten up. Kill.
Hey, gun.
Now a give, running right is Anderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though?
Here we go,
You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Check 59, Mike.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16.
That's another Cardinals.
Come on now, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and short. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here.
The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on fourth. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Clay Matthews. And the Panthers will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll run it again with Fournette. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check, 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 check. Three. Check, 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 check. Check. Bang, 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 bang.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, 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 check.
Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Rolling. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Anthony Barr able to record his 5th sack of the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on a 6-yard return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on the 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Two. Hey, alert. Check 9.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I smell fear in that offense.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Mike's 59. Mike's 50.
11.
25. Check 25.
Garoppolo again here on second and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now second and 7 from the 23. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Throwing, Mariota. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how he, one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end could be that wide open.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Come on, Ryan. We better not.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now Garoppolo. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them, because just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Now a desperation, and that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo again. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 12.
54.
I'm here all day.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Wells. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Carolina, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That's Isabella open on the right side. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Malik Collins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
After the sack on first down, Murray. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after one on EA Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
48th Mike. Danny. Mike 48, Mike 48. Ricky.
Murray and company going for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. Room here to run. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Prescott gets this to the tight end, Jarwin. 12 more yards there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Mike, check.
Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 13 yards out. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And an alley to run. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
The first down carry here for Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Here we go. 70 ending. 48's the mic. Let's go, D.
To throw is Murray. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fitzgerald. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Now Murray again. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. Kyler Murray in the final seconds of the first half as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 9-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Prescott. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard
line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Prescott from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. The linebacker, Brooks Reed, with a pick. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Throwing is Murray on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. Muscles him off. Elliott a first down and more. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Prescott on first down. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And some room to run now. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Cooper was the target there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Ready. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
40 yards.
First down, Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Power running by Zeke, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Cowboy first down.
That good for 19 and a first down. Not sure the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's second and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it second and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete, and he'll be out right at the 35. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Elliott again. And he'll go down at the 28. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You remember me. Let's go, baby. Motion. Mike's 50, Mike.
Murray to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. They'll run with Elliott. And some space. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.